Mad Badger Inn.
Oh, our different show.
In three,
Mad
two, one.
Badger Inn. It's no, it's not. It's not next. It's not a show. It's just
Are we
people.
are we going right into that right now, or?
We're in it. We are in
In
the
it,
Mad
Oh.
Badger hole.
Yeah, well, I'm okay. I need to go visit the Mad Badger.
Oh, the Mad Badger hole. Hole.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe it's a hole, maybe it's a puddle. I
Outhouse.
don't know.
The Mad
I'll be
Badger
right back.
House. Yeah.
Is it live? I don't remember if it's live.
Yeah.
It
It's
might be
live.
Memorex.
It's not recorded, but it's
Okay. But
it's
it is
just an
live.
informal, whatever the TF we want to talk about.
Okay. Is it something I should share? Can people? Is
Oh
it
yeah,
on Twitch?
yeah. People can walk it. They can, they can ask questions, and if we find them interesting enough, we could even put them on.
Okay. Let me see. Is it so? It's on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Beery Good Entertainment
It's
channel.
the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same very Good Entertainment channel. So there's the background of the Mad Badger Inn, and then they will hear appropriate inn sounds.
Okay. I'm just going.
If you actually listen to the Twitch channel, it actually has like a tiny amount of music and a little bit of chatter in the background, so it sounds like it's an inn.
Hey, I love that. I'm definitely gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. Maybe get a little bit more to drink. I don't know.
Oh,
what I'll-
that's fine. I love the background that Shay found for it.
I ordered some green fabric so that I can have a green screen.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Because like on Zoom, I would try to do backgrounds, but without a green screen, it just looks like,
Oh. Okay. Hey, Google. Stop, please. I gotta go check on the bread knots.
Oh.
Smell that cat, Google. Hey, Google. What's that number for 10 minutes? All right, 10 minutes. Starting now. Yep. Good. I love my little donuts because they taste so lovely and yeasty, and they're stretchy. And
That sounds awesome. Now I'm hungry.
a couple of them actually look like knots, and then the rest of them look a little like things that have things poking out.
Not safe for work.
Yeah, not safe for work.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
They still taste good though.
Good. Okay.
And I made onion and chicken curry
Ooh, that sounds nice.
with my specialty chaotic blend of Indian spices.
Interesting.
Which was
I
basically
love Indian.
anything I found that smelled good, I kind of mixed together and shoved in a pot.
Ooh. I have to be careful about curry though, because sometimes the yellow Indian curry is too much for me. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, that's why I keep all the individual parts of the spices myself, and I just make it according to what I want. So usually I prefer a curry that is warm and sweet. So
yeah,
it's
me
all,
too.
like, a lot of cinnamon, turmeric,
Oh, I love
garam masala, and just a little bit of chilies. Just a little bit of chilies, not like an overwhelming amount. And then I can have bread with it.
When I order Indian food, I always get tikka masala. I love masala. It's so good.
I didn't know Sai found that background. That's
What
awesome.
is it? What background?
On the Twitch channel?
Oh, Sai did that?
Yes,
Oh,
I found
okay.
it. I found it, and then Che made it. Put the the text in it and
Che
everything.
is awesome. Che or Cyrox. Wait, Che. I'm very confused. Yay!
And now I'm back to vodka and seltzer. Drank my beers.
I don't know if I want another beer. I have to be careful because beer can make me belchy, and I don't want to feel belchy. But I don't know if I
No,
really
it's
want
later
wine.
for you. It's like 9 o'clock for you. When do you
Yeah.
usually go to bed on a Saturday? Do you?
It depends. I
Wait.
Well, you're
mean,
all by yourself today.
Is it Saturday?
yeah,
It is. It's
it's
Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, good. I didn't work today too.
That entertainment show lasted much longer than I thought it was going to.
There's a lot we can edit, chop, cut, paste.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Please,
editing sucks.
I don't know if I want wine. I don't want another beer. I could
Wine.
do a Cayman Jack.
Oh yes, please let me drink wine vicariously through you, since I cannot have it.
I got this real well. I shouldn't either. But I got this really good wine. It was buy one get one free, so it's like $30 normally, but it's like a port wine. It's really good. But I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that.
I got a 14 hands
They're
can
okay.
of wine,
14 hands is okay.
and like I was not expecting it to be as nice as it was. Like it had a unicorn on the can. They were selling it for Mother's Day, and it was
Aw.
really nice. Like it was light and fluffy and
Good.
lovely and fruity and sweet, and it was delicious.
So
That's pretty good.
we're actually at the inn now.
We're in the Mad Badger Inn now.
Yeah. Okay. So
The entertainment show is completely over.
okay. So Barmaiden, bring me a tankard of Jack and a tankard of Coke and a tankard of ice.
I think I just
A
want
tankard
to
of Jack, a tankard of Coke, and a tankard of ice. You know, I think we have one of those. It's a gigantic 2-liter glass stein. So what you want is a stein of mixed Jack and Coke.
So
with lots of ice.
and then return in 20 minutes and top off anything that's
20
empty.
minutes.
Yeah, it's we're mad. We're mad badgers.
It's late at night. Well, it's late for me.
Well, vodka and seltzer, that's
Oh.
same
Badger,
for me
badger,
right
badger,
now.
badger,
Vodka.
badger, 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 badger,
Mushroom.
badger, 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 badger,
I
badger,
know.
badger, badger, badger. The snake. Oh, it's a snake.
I'm looking forward to Monday's walk.
I'm looking forward to
Because
Mondays.
We
Drive.
well, you get to work all by yourself, you lucky dog.
I know.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
No, I have
I
some.
do have an
I
idea.
have some idea.
I'm so happy to be by myself.
I might feign tomorrow being Monday just so I can go an extra day. Oh, I was wrong. It was Sunday. No one was there. Oops.
Yeah, I'll win anyways.
I don't think Lola realizes she can kick irrelevant people out of her life.
Well, I did. Did you not notice?
No, I meant other irrelevant people.
Who?
I'm not. No, I can't say that. Because I'd be mean.
The person I got mad at today?
Yes.
No. I don't know. That person, I'm going to cut him some slack because, he was there for me when my mother was sick and
I know.
and his sister just died not too long ago. But yeah, I am pissed. That's what set me off today. That's really what set me off. I'm not okay with that. But
Oh, it's okay.
it's okay. I tend to give
Okay.
people multiple chances.
Oh God, I missed that. Every once in a while, I
Okay.
wanna go back and watch that. It's
Eddie Murphy.
okay. Eddie Murphy. I love Eddie
Okay.
Murphy.
I miss Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
He
He
was
should-
on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Like
He was
4 months
on-
ago, something like
What
that.
did I just see him on? Not all that long ago.
Yeah, he's actually returning to relevance.
Yeah, he's been doing some stuff. He's been in some movies, I think. Oh, he's I can't remember what he's doing.
And who is is it that did the work with Jackie Chan?
Chris.
Oh, I love him. He was in The Fifth
Rock?
Element. No,
Not
Chris.
Rock.
Not Chris.
Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker. I like him.
Yeah, he's great.
Chris Tucker's doing some stuff.
Oh, good.
I would love to. Is it me? I would love to see Eddie Murphy, Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, and the guy from Jumanji. I can't think of his name. It's not a great.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see them do a special together.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
And Chappelle.
Just
he's
to
back.
top it off.
He's around too. He's back.
Oh man, that special with Dave Chappelle.
That was
I
heartfelt.
I am not ashamed that I cried.
I
Cried because, God damn it, Dave Chappelle, you're a beautiful man.
why are you so good, right? How can you
You're
be
so
such a great
good.
person? Damn it.
Good. You
Like
make
more
me think
famous
that- you
people
make
need to
me-
take
you
your
make me
example.
think that there is hope for humanity after all.
Yeah.
After I see people bad mouthing Kate Brown and telling, she's an evil person for,
So
cautiously opening the economy in Oregon.
people are wanting to kill the lady from Michigan. I forgot her name right
Yeah.
now. Whitmer.
Yes.
Whitmer. Yeah, people are awful. People are like threatening her. It's disgusting.
Well, there's a woman in Oregon who opened her hair salon against orders.
Yeah.
Fined $14,000.
Wow.
Worth it. Look, keep finding her. Find her every week she doesn't pay for all the lives she put in danger with that little stunt.
She won't pay that. I'm sure she won't.
And one of my other favorite breweries, I won't give a name, said that if they weren't allowed to open this week, they would open anyway. And blah 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 blah. Kate Brown.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I guess I won't be visiting them anymore.
Yeah, that's a good reason to boycott a place if they.
Donuts. Hey Google.
What, donuts? What?
Donuts. She's making donuts.
No.
Now I want something. I don't know what though.
I've been in that same funk. It's like yesterday was so bad because I had some peanuts. I had what all did I eat? Yeah, I ate so many things yesterday, and it was just like none of it was satisfying. I ended the day eating a meatball sandwich, and I was like, "Oh, this meatball sandwich is so good, but it's not what I want."
Oh, you need to figure out what you want.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what I want.
What I want, what I really, really want is like a Chick-fil-A sandwich or an In-N-Out burger, or
Ooh,
I want something I can't have.
I want a pastry.
I can make pastries. I don't want that. I want stuff I can't make.
Oh.
Oh, I had 3 sloppy joes yesterday.
Uh-oh, she's gonna burn the house down. Be careful.
It's on fire.
Uh-oh.
No, it's still gonna float.
Uh-oh.
Piece of junk.
Yeah, a piece of junk. Oh.
Sleepy.
Oh, no, don't do that.
I
Oh,
know. I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon. I've had a rough day.
no, you haven't. You've had a great day. When you go back and think about it, I'm gonna tell you, you've had a great day. You're like, I'm free.
I am free. I've been doing work in this bedroom, cleaning
I'm
it.
free.
Yep, I'm so happy. I've been using this bathroom. I'm gonna make this bathroom mine so I can and clean it like that. So I put all my toilet.
Go
out.
hang your nylons up, Lola.
Put my makeup. and my 10 bottles of shampoo, and I put all that stuff in here. She left all the furniture, but that's okay. Some of it had been mom's, and so there's like a lot of like the cabinets in the bathroom where I can put stuff.
Ah, here I am. My donut.
Oh, I want a donut.
That's
That was really good.
wait, that's like a bagely thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of
like a
bagely.
garlic
This is
knot.
partially your recipe. Sai,
That's why
Oh.
it's donut.
made into a dough knot, but it's
It was
not a
good.
donut, so
Oh,
it's dough knot.
it's like a pretzel, but it's not a pretzel.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's a
It
dough
didn't get
knot.
pretzelized. Yeah, I'll bet that's good.
See?
Yeah, that looks so soft. That's what I
the
want.
steam. Oh,
That's what I wonder if we have croissants.
And it smells lovely and yeasty, and it works really well with
That's what I want.
Kurt.
curry.
Oh, that looks so good. Oh my God.
Whole chunks of garlic. I didn't even bother to cut up the garlic this time. I
Oh,
did it
yeah.
wholesale with
You got that
oil.
ginormous bag of garlic. You can do that.
Yep.
Have you tried skewering the garlic and just throwing it on the grill?
No, because I forgot to buy skewers.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah, it works on toothpicks. You can do it,
I don't have any toothpicks. I have nothing.
You have twigs. You can get twigs out of the yard. For God's sakes, come on.
No.
I don't. Well, rosemary twigs maybe.
Ooh, oh.
Oh my God.
What did you just do, Linda? What did you just do? I have
didn't mean to.
rosemary.
I didn't mean to, but I did anyway, right?
Yes, you did. And now I'm like, yeah,
I
that
just put an
rosemary
idea
plant
in
there.
both
It's
of
got
our
some woody
heads.
bits. It's got some woody
Rosemary
bits on it.
Using rosemary twigs as skewers.
How do you
Oh,
clean it?
damn.
You don't want like dirt in your food.
Yeah, you just rinse it off, and
Yeah,
you rinse it off, and you pull the rosemary leaves off it,
And
you
it's-
dry it a little bit so that
Yeah.
it's hard, and then you just skewer the stuff into it.
Oh,
Okay.
damn. Rosemary twig. Oh man, garlic
That
and
would be-
rosemary is a good combo too.
That would be really good if you're like putting fruit on a skewer with a little bit of chocolate. 'cause then
That's
you
like-
get the rosemary
That's like
thing.
Michelin 5-star idea there.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Pineapple, garlic.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh,
that would be good.
wait, stop.
Like a
Pineapple and
Hawaiian
garlic?
pizza. Like a Hawaiian pizza. I like
Pineapple,
it.
garlic, chicken.
That sounds
Oh,
Chicken
yeah.
and garlic I can get behind. I'm still struggling with the
love-
pineapple side of
What?
things. but-
Pineapple is
Pineapple
delicious.
garlic would be good because
Yeah.
pineapple would sweeten the garlic.
Oh, well, yeah, but well, that's the thing is you skewer the garlic and you just let it sit on the grill till it becomes like this mushy little bag of sweetness.
Pineapple is great with its juices caramelized by
Yeah,
smoking.
grilled
I love
pineapple.
that. I love
I'm
grilled
just trying to put that
pineapple.
together in my head how that's gonna taste.
Grilled pineapple.
And then married with the rosemary. Oh shit.
That sounds really good.
And then you have
I
some
have
nice
charcoal.
donuts with it.
Yeah, that would be good.
I need bread.
Garlic
Bread.
donuts. I want some garlic donuts.
We went-
Donuts are really it's actually simpler than you think. I've made everything in the past couple of months, from potato gnocchi to to size bread.
Have,
Super easy. Everything.
have you ever made gnocchi with sour cream?
Yep.
That is by
And
far
cheddar cheese
no,
in the middle. I've made
no-
giant ones with cheddar cheese. Oh my goodness.
there's no potato involved in the sour cream ones. It's just what is it? It's nutmeg, sour cream, and semolina.
Oh man. So good.
Stupid simple to make too. Nice pillowy soft. Oh, stop it. Ah.
is life, man.
I thought bread was life or beer was life. Liquid bread is life.
Everything. Everything food is life. Food and drink.
Where's that waitress with my damn Jack?
Sorry,
She's
all I
losing
got
her
is
tip.
vodka. All I got is vodka. Mm. The producer is detrimentally silent.
He's thirsty.
He's hungry. Like he's shoveling. He's shoveling the curry into his face at a unbelievable rate.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy.
Yep, I'm tired.
Okay.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. Have a
All right.
good night.
Bye bye.
Put your forest sounds on and just drift
Yeah.
off.
I'm gonna go to sleep and just try not to worry about anything.
Yep.
All right,
It's
bye
easy to
bye.
do.
See you later. Oh. So
Wow.
what do you get to do on Monday? Happy stuff or boring stuff?
Frustrating stuff, to be honest.
Boring stuff.
No, not boring stuff. It's just frustrating that. So, like the equipment that I'm in charge of, I can't even go in and touch because they've locked off the entire building. So I have to trust some schmo that I don't know to be able to.
Wait, so
Orchest-
you can't even go. Well, where are you going to be working if you can't touch it?
So this is. Oh, I don't want to out them. This is an acclaimed supercomputer center in San Diego. I didn't say their name. And I've known the staff there for a while, and I know the people, but they're not experts in this particular kind of hardware. So I'm a little concerned as to, like, are they going to remember to do the thing before they do the other thing, and then the other thing, and I'm just.
So you didn't make up a kindergarten map for them?
It wouldn't matter if I had, because they don't want to hear it. They just want to keep me out of the building, and I'm fine with that. I understand that. I get that. I'm going to provide them with a part that has been unboxed, wiped down with Clorox, rewrapped in plastic that was wiped down with Clorox, and I will hand that to them with gloves and a mask. Well, I won't hand it to them.
Wipe?
Yeah, Clorox wipes, and I will leave it outside under the camera next to a pillar, and then I will walk away, get in my van, and call them and say, the part is here.
This sounds like a spy thriller.
Yeah, I'm going to drop it off at the dead drop, and they're going to show up, and they're going to pick it up, and they're going to take it in, and then they're going to do whatever abuses they do to it, and somehow it's going to end up in my equipment, and hopefully it'll be the right part to make the thing go. And then right after that, I have to go suffer an outage.
So either it shows up in your inventory as activated, or you get a call later on that day going, that didn't work.
No, either. Well, okay, so the weird thing is right now, I don't show anything wrong. Like, all my telemetry tells me, everything's great. But pictures from inside the data centers show amber lights, and amber lights are not green lights, and green lights are good. Amber lights are not good.
Yeah.
So we're trying to diagnose the amber light, and everything that the documentation tells me is replace this part if you've got this amber light. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're just going to hope the lights all turn green so that they can do the power outage thingy that they wanted to do, and I won't suffer from that.
So there's a planned power outage for Monday.
There's a planned power outage for some time after Monday. They didn't give me a date on that, but they were being. I will give them applause. They were being proactive, and they went and looked through our racks for us. and said, you know what, you got this amber light here, and that's the circuit that's going down. So you might want to fix that.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to deal with, and hopefully it doesn't take everything down anyway, because that'll ruin my day.
Yeah.
Especially going into a network outage out of the building that I actually have to work out of. I don't know. I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm not trying to think too heavily on anything. I'm just. I'm assuming everything will be just fine.
I found one of the naughty donuts.
I'm trying to figure out how that's naughty.
It's with that hanging out.
I'm still not seeing it. Sorry.
Goodness sake! It looks like an asshole with a piece of shit hanging out. It does.
Yeah, I'm with Shay. No, it doesn't.
It
does
oh
not.
Man, God, that smells so good.
There's not a turtle poking out.
And I
love a turtle poking out.
I love the little spaces in between the bread where.
No, that looks naughty. Yeah, I like the nice. Oh, wow! I like the nice, airy, crusty.
It's wonderful. It's.
I need to make bread tomorrow.
The last ones I made were undercooked by I think like 3 minutes.
And they were still awesome.
Yeah, they were still awesome, but they were undercooked by about 3 minutes. These are perfect, absolutely perfect.
I'm so sorry I shared that pretzel recipe with you because I know it's an addictive thing.
You know what? You know, it's wonderful that I can make half the recipe and I can, warm it up and I can stick the rest in the freezer. It's fine. I love freezer bread. It's great. And then you just let it thaw, rise, and bake it.
Yeah, I got. I was shocked today to actually look at my basil plants and see that they have 100% recovered and then some.
Yay!
From the attack of the katydids. I did a very aggressive trim on those. I was like clipping leaves off left and right. They had a hole in it.
Did you soap them?
I soaped them. I squirted them all down with soap to keep the katydids off and maybe even kill a few of the katydids, because katydids are one of those. They're one of those things that are both pests and not pests. They'll eat aphids, but they'll also eat your leaves.
Yep.
And I didn't see any aphids, so I assumed that the holes in my leaves were from the katydids.
The best way to know if you have an aphid infestation is to check any roses you might have.
I don't have any roses.
Well, then you're just going to have to take it as read that it's a katydid.
Yeah. Well, I saw katydid. Well, I think they're katydids. They look like. Google tells me they look like katydid nymphs. So
they are definitely katydid nymphs. What I looked at, the photo looked exactly like a katydid nymph.
Yeah, they look a bit like a katydid, but they're not quite like a katydid. But either way, they're no longer there. I don't see them anymore. I can't find them.
Good.
So the soap worked, and the trimming of the sad, wholly, somewhat diseased leaves seems to have worked, and they have rebounded nicely. And I have at least a half dozen leaves there that will work nicely on a marguerite pizza. So
I think I have a problem with the birds nipping my alyssum plants.
What do you use alyssum for?
Oh, alyssum is great. It not only smells great, but it actually, when you pinch the mature flowers, they taste peppery.
Oh.
Like a mild nasturtium.
You've
never tasted nasturtium?
No.
It's like a mild mustard. Except it's nicer.
Yeah, you hurt me with that.
It's nicer than mustard.
Mustard is one of those things. Like
and it's a little flowery.
No, the straight up taste of mustard, I hate it. I hate the taste of mustard. But
Mustard
there are
plants or mustard the sauce?
mustard in general, like the mustard seed.
Okay, because the mustard plant and mustard seed are two totally different flavors.
Yeah, well, it's definitely the seed that I don't like. Like straight up mustard, like yellow mustard, brown mustard, don't care for it one bit. But I've had a lot of foods that require a little bit of mustard
Yeah.
that give it that little spicy kick, but you can't taste the actual mustard in it. And I don't mind that. It's like horseradish. There's an angle to horseradish that I love, and
Yeah.
like straight up horseradish, I'm just like,
I love mustard greens. Mustard
greens are different than mustard for me.
Yeah, mustard
Yeah.
seed is much sharper, far more intense. Mustard greens are like they have that green
They're
flavor. To
artful. They're a bit more artful to the spiciness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
alyssum is like a mild, a little bit more black peppery taste than mustard greens. But you have to get the mature flowers, so they do have to flower. Unfortunately, I think the birds, because the alyssum at the bottom of my rack is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's ready to flower. But as you go up the rack,
No.
the successive
getting-
containers wind up looking like they've been nipped further and further until the ones at the top are like they're almost shorn down to the soil.
Oh my.
Which means it can't be an insect pest, because an insect pest would have gone from bottom to top.
Yeah.
But the birds only land at the top. They don't come down to the bottom. So I think the birds are getting their beaks in.
Yeah, so far it's just been the katydids and the slugs. That's the only two pests that I've had to deal with. My garlic looks like it's doing okay, even though I've been ignoring it. I do have a handful of lettuce plants, and I'll tell you what, lettuce has been positively the most challenging plant I've ever had. I mean, they come right up, but getting them to flourish, usually they come up and they flower and they die, and that's it. And I just can't get like the big head or well, it's mostly leaf lettuce. So I just
when is the first time you feed them? Do you feed them?
These I fed once, and it was primarily for rooting. So it was like a 1-1-1 mixture mostly. It wasn't towards bloom or fruit.
Generally, I mean, seed. The little seedling is fine. Once it has about 2 or 3 adult leaves, I start pouring on the fertilizer. But I use containers.
I'm
pour in
using
the fertilizer really regularly, and they start forming big, fat heads.
I'll give that a shot because I've already got a couple that have flowered, and I'm like, no, it's too early. Even one of my basils have already flowered, and I had to pinch the. You don't want your basil to flower; it'll turn bitter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I finally replanted my basil, and it's looking great. It's just about to get some true leaves on it.
Yeah, my purple basil is just now taking. You saw the pictures. It's just now starting to. I've got 4 leaves on my transplants at this point, and I'm just tickled by that. A couple of years ago, I planted purple basil, and I had to kill it off like a weed. It just wouldn't stop growing, and then this year it's just like, we'll come up, but then we'll die.
Oh.
They've been so persnickety. The green basil, most of those are clones though. The green basil that I have out there, most of that's clone.
Yeah.
And from clone, for me, cloning basil's dead simple. The oregano I planted is like maybe all of 3/4 to an inch tall, and I'm just like, God, why are you so? Come on! Go,
Yeah,
man, go.
I did not even plant oregano this year.
Oh,
I didn't plant parsley. I did lots and lots of green onions.
Oh, that's what I should have done. Oh, it's not too late. I can still do green
Alyssa,
onions.
marigolds. I did lots of marigolds.
I love and marigolds keep a lot of the other pests away too.
Because I couldn't do roses, so I had to have something to put in with the chamomile tea. So chamomile, it's going to be this year. It's going to be, instead of chamomile and roses,
Sage.
it's going to be chamomile and marigold.
Try chucking some sage in there.
I don't have any sage. I didn't grow any.
Yeah, but once you start it, it just volunteers back. It's oh, I'm serious.
All I have is containers, and I buy. Well, I do have a greenhouse, so I might be able to keep some of my herbs going a little longer.
You just quite honestly, my experience with sage is once you get like a single plant going, that's all you need, and then you'll just have volunteers from year to year that'll pop up around it. Even if it's in a container, it'll drop its seeds in the surrounding dirt, and they'll just come up. I don't like.
Well,
it's almost a weed.
Hopefully, we'll only get 2 years here, maybe.
Before what, the pandemic catches you, or I mean, that sounds a little grim, doesn't it?
Hopefully, we'll be moving to a more permanent place, but because that wouldn't be in the United States, I can't take my plants with me.
Oh, well, I wasn't aware of those plans. Are we, where is it you're looking to travel to? Or can you say?
Spain would be nice. Italy would be nice.
Well, yeah, a lot of places would be nice.
Cheap places would be nice.
A lot of places would be nice.
Cheap country places would be great.
Little farm out in France.
We've totally gotten a handle on things that we need to pay off, and they're paid, and now we can start pumping money into savings and stocks, and that'll be good.
Stocks. The stocks are killing me right now. I'm gonna have a heart attack from watching the damn stock market.
I haven't really been.
Well,
yeah, don't. Trust me,
don't look. Don't look. Just don't look.
Too hard.
Don't look. Honestly, don't look.
Generally, once I look every couple of days and I see I'm up like $1 or so.
I got a serious win a few days ago when I sold off the stock and I got $200 back from it, and I was like, "Yes, I won! I freaking won!"
It's like going to Las Vegas.
Yeah, and then the next day, everything just went, and it's like, well, there went my $200 that I just made. But I didn't lose on the stock that I had sold because I'd made the $200, cashed that out, and
Sire, you still waiting for your Boeing train to come in?
Oh, that Boeing train is just eluding me. It's
dude,
I'm so deep in the airlines right now. They're
the Boeing train is like a really bad ex-wife.
It's taunting me. It's like, I'm gonna come back. You know I am. So I have to be here to make airplanes for all the people so they can go fly places. And then it just keeps going down and down and down and down and down and down and down.
I promise. I'll come back. I promise. I'll come back. Oh.
It will. It will at some point. The thing is, you know, there's commitments I have right now in the present that will need, at some point, will need some monetary infusion. And I don't know if the stock market's gonna be there for me when I need that infusion. So I'm rapidly trying to, like, you know, sell a little of this, sell a little of that, just because I'm making money on those.
Yeah.
To get me through till the point where the other boat comes in. I know it's going to come in. I know it is.
I don't know if I've made a mistake picking all long-term stocks.
I do not want to. I definitely 100%
I'm not a day trader.
Yeah,
Not-
that's
I
what
am
I'm
I don't.
trying to do right
I
now,
don't
and it's
want
so
to
stressful.
do that. Yeah, it is. It is super stressful. I do not want to do that. Not
I'm
at all.
the stock that I traded off, I was one of my long-term stocks, and I was like, I've got a lot of money wrapped up in that, and I could get $200 out of it if I sold it now, and it's like, okay. So I took that and I wrapped it into other things that are a lot more volatile, hoping that I can catch it. I can catch it on a low one day and sell it on a high another day.
Yeah.
And that's like the epitome of like day trading or week trading or whatever you want to call it. But
I got rid of
work.
my military savings account just before the whole thing crashed. Do you remember when that happened?
Are we talking about during this whole thing? It was either April 3rd or March 23rd.
No. When you were in the military, did they offer you a savings account to go with your GI Bill?
Oh, no, they didn't.
Okay, they offered me a savings account to go with my GI Bill, and it was an investment savings account.
Ew.
That was fine up until I think it was 2002 when somebody called me up and said, you need to call up and cancel your account, get your money back, and get whatever interest you have, and do it today. Don't do it tomorrow.
Wow.
And sure enough, the next day, the government had crashed that savings account.
Great.
Everybody.
It's nice to know we can count on those people that we're supposed to take.
In that next to their GI Bill, the only thing that they got back was their GI Bill. Everybody who waited did not even get the money they put into the savings account.
That's wrong.
Like, it was supposed to be an investment savings account, and they got gypped all their money. So I was very grateful to the person who warned me. Like, okay, well, I'm out of there. Thank goodness. It was awful, and I don't like it when they include risky things with military spending accounts. It doesn't work for me.
I'm fine with risk as long as I know I'm taking it. That's my big thing is you put your stuff in a 401k, but that's always been my beef about the 401k is you invest in a fund, but you don't necessarily know what's in that fund, what's wrapped into that fund. You know?
Exactly. I never liked that either. I preferred the original way of doing the retirement funds.
Yeah, where you just put the money away and then when we live in a world of negative interest rates, savings is not an option.
Well, you at least get back what you put into it.
Yeah.
You may not get, a huge amount of savings money back, but at least you get what you put into it. A literal savings account doesn't crash. You can always get that minimal amount back.
Yeah. Well, not today, apparently. Yeah. It's tough knowing where to put your money. And I've asked a lot of people that have way more money than me and have been successful investors and let's just say they're rich people now. And I threw several different theories past them, and actually the surprising takeaway from all that is do not put your money in gold. They told me straight up.
Not necessarily surprising. I mean,
I thought, if you want to get out of the stock market and you want to put your money someplace safe for a while, take it out, put it in gold. But I had more than one person say, no, don't do that. Do not.
I remember. Yeah. I've seen people recently put a lot of money into gold. And I remember my mom and dad actually buying gold even though my dad mined it from rivers, and putting it in, the safety deposit box. And they said that was their fallback point, was gold. But it's not anymore.
No, it's actually pretty volatile. And I looked at the price of gold right now is over what it should be. If you're going to invest in a precious metal right now, you want of all things copper or silver, which you have to buy a butt ton of.
Not platinum?
Platinum, titanium. I don't remember. No, it wasn't platinum. There's
Platinum?
another palladium. Palladium.
Palladium. But isn't palladium one of the big things for tech right now?
It might be. I don't know. I looked at like I did a graph comparison between gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, like all the precious metals market. And right now, everything's pretty much up except copper, silver, and one of the P's. I don't remember if it's platinum or palladium, but one of those two. And those are undervalued right now. So for people that are going to go out there and buy precious metals as a place to put their money, that's where I would put it. I'm not saying that's the right answer.
There are a couple of companies on the West Coast I know that are going into recycling efforts to regain metals from things like phones.
Yeah. Rare earth.
I don't know how well that's going to work, but at least it won't all wind up in the landfill.
Yeah. But a lot of times though too, you can put more work into the reclamation of those metals than the metal's actually worth. So sadly, that's the price you have to pay. But then what that tells you is that metal is being sold at a lower rate than it should be.
Yeah, which is
because the price to actually mine it.
That's painful to think about, because that directly reflects the people who are actually doing the work to get that metal out of the earth.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I always use the example of a pencil. You think about it, a pencil is like a nickel or a dime to buy a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
But when you really think about it, you have to go out, you have to cut a tree down.
Yep.
Right? You have to mine the graphite in the clay.
Yeah.
Then you have to bake the graphite and the clay into a lead. And then you have to whittle that tree down into a pencil shape and shove the graphite and clay thing in it and glue it together. Then you have to go to an aluminum mine some bauxite, smelt it, and get aluminum out of it so you can make the ferrule that goes around the top. And then you need a rubber tree. You
need a rubber tray to put the rubber in.
And if you think about like that entire like life cycle of everything that has to go into a pencil, it's way more than 10 cents.
Yeah.
Way more than 10 cents.
Way more than 10 cents.
So pencils are very, very much undervalued.
Well, pay $100 for a pencil.
Well, I don't know if $100 would be right, but I mean, at the rate you can produce pencils, I would say a pencil's probably worth 90 cents, maybe $1.
Well, I mean,
who would pay that much?
Well, I don't know how many people actually use pencils anymore besides drawing pencils. I mean, I know you sell them constantly in like Office Max and Walmart and crap.
Office Depot. I have an Office Depot number 2 right on my desk. I use a pencil constantly. I swear by pencils.
Really?
Yes, I do.
I mean, that's why I was looking at that reusable notepad.
Oh, yeah.
Because I use paper so very rarely. But every once in a while, I do need to write something down that I can't necessarily do on an app.
Yeah, I jot things. I jot a lot of things down. I mean...
Which I would like. But to go and buy a whole thing of paper just for that would be ridiculous for me. I don't need that.
Apparently, at some point, we decided David Attenborough would be a good guest because I wrote that down.
Okay.
That was 4 weeks ago, something like that.
That's an excellent idea. You know what? If you can get David Attenborough, I will definitely owe you like
There's
a batch of dough or something. Cause
no, there's not an animal on the planet that would draw David Attenborough to my backyard. You know, it's just like he would be an awesome
here,
get.
David. Here, David. Here, David.
Yeah, there's just no way I think I could get him.
I don't think
But I did write it down because that's
but
what
we do appreciate the thought.
I write things down that are interesting, and I
Yep.
have a little flip pad of all kinds of crazy shit on my list. And I look back from time to time, and it reminds me, hey, maybe I should go look at that. But
I do. I mean, I have a list. I have a list in my personal folder on Drive that is literally listed crap. And that's where I put crap. But that doesn't help me if I just need a visual representation of certain bills. Because I can't do that certain visual representation of bills on Drive. I can't do that. I have to draw it out in front of me. But I don't want to buy a whole huge pad of paper. Just do it.
yeah, well, that's paper's another thing. It's I honestly think paper is undervalued for what you're paying for. I mean, I think there's a lot of things on our planet that we pay way less for than what it's actually worth. What the actual like everybody's talking about electric cars, right?
Yes.
And how they're so great for the environment, but then you take into account the strip mines to produce the cadmium for the batteries or the lithium for the batteries to go into the car, and then suddenly that car's not. It's actually you're getting it for a bargain, considering what it's costing us.
Considering what it's costing to produce it, but it's still better for the environment in the long run, as long as you're not tossing this thing in the landfill.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the key, and it's kind of hard to not toss it in the landfill when.
If you take that vehicle and you give it to another person, when you want a new one, you either sell it to another person who wants something but doesn't want it for as much, then it's being reused. That's okay.
But
if you're giving it to a company who's going to recycle that battery, recycle the parts, that's okay.
That's the thing, though, is recycling the battery is very expensive compared to what it costs to mine the battery.
But ecologically, it makes sense.
No,
sometimes it's more ecological than economical.
Right, but we're always that's the problem, is we're always choosing the economical side and not the ecological side. And that's where the price of the battery comes down to. That battery, you're getting that battery for too cheap. If we made the battery worth more, it would be worth more to recycle.
That is true. Don't. There we go. I'm trying to organize my tabs, and it's very difficult. G is driving me crazy lately.
I could have a tab. I would love a tab. I haven't had a tab in years.
G Books, man. I want to know who's in charge of G Books.
Sheets?
That's G Books. Google.
No, Sheets.
No, I love Sheets. Books.
Oh, yeah.
Google Books.
Oh.
I want to know who's in charge, because I'm going to take my little crowbar and I'm going to go down. I'm going to beat that life out. Because it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, what's... Wow, I'll be honest. My brain has turned to mush in the last few months.
Books started out as, you could take all these out of date books and you could put them on G, and it was great.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
And then they started a store.
Yeah, I just figured out what I was going to say, and it would have been funny a minute ago, but I'm going to say it anyway, just in case anybody wants to, Go down this road with me. You're gonna go Gordon Freeman on their ass.
Oh, God.
I couldn't remember the guy's name from Half-Life with the crowbar.
Yes.
Just
Yes, Gordon Freeman. Because now when I go onto G-Books, what I get is a whole host of ads before I can even read my book. When I look
the
through
books you paid for.
Yeah, the books I paid for.
Yeah.
When I look through my library,
Mhm.
it doesn't show me my books. It shows me everything in the store.
It shows you, yeah, it shows you all the books you should own, or someone thinks you should own. Yeah, that's
What stupid bugger decided this?
somebody who thought he could sell you
idea.
one more book.
Because guess what? I'm going back to Amazon.
Yeah. Well, you weren't going to buy a book anyway.
All my McCaffrey series, I will just repurchase them over on Kindle because it's easier for me to look through. When I look through Kindle, I can look through my library and say, forget the store. I just want to look through my library. Do I have this book? And they say, no, you don't have this book.
Would you like to buy it?
Buy this book. It's over here for $7.99, $5.99 if you also get the Audible version. Would you like that book?
Yeah, I've never understand that tactic. It's like you can get the book, or you can get it for cheaper if you also get the audiobook. It's like, duh. I wanted the audiobook to begin with.
Yeah, but at least I'm only looking through the library and it says, you don't have that book. And I go, okay, well, I guess since I'm broke, I'll have to read the book before it and just keep rereading the book before it until I can afford the book after it.
Advertising and marketing, I still to this day don't quite understand. I mean, I don't remember what the latest. There's been something that's been annoying me lately. Like when I went to the Boing Boing site, there was an ad that popped up for something that I bought like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, I bought that. I'm not buying another one. I got it. I own it. I don't want another one. Why do you keep showing me that damn ad? I don't need that ad. That ad was useful 2 months ago, but I had already bought it that ad came up after I bought it. So you're not helping.
Boing Boing drives me nuts because the page keeps shifting. When I get on there, the page shifts like.
Yeah, it's you're trying to read something and the text is just moving all around and.
Just stop! Right, I just want to read those 3 words.
Yeah, and I'll be honest. I think in the back of my head, it's one of those sites that has the ads that pop up on there from time to time that have sound. So you went to read a Boing Boing article.
No, because I've shut off all the sound from the site.
Yeah, but I mean, you go there to read something, and then you don't finish it, so you leave the tab open, you go do something else, and then suddenly in the middle of your day, there's some really loud ad for Charmin toilet tissue that just blares out of your computer like, what tab is that? And you can't find it because
so I can't remember how I did it. But I auto-muted everything for every tab I open on Chrome. If I want the site to make sound, I have to right-click on the tab and say unmute site.
Yeah.
It automatically mutes everything now. If I open a brand new tab with a YouTube video, I have to unmute the site before I can listen to the video. If I've never been to that video before.
The way I do it is I have multiple. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 Chrome windows, and within each window, I keep different things. So there's like a work window.
Yeah.
That has all my work crap, and then there's like a YouTube window that has all YouTube videos, and there's I just keep different windows for different things, and sometimes I have to. Actually, Chrome makes it a Google a day. I remember that. Chrome makes it easy to shift.
It used to be a Google a day keeps the advertiser away. That's not true anymore.
Oh, have you ever played a Google a day?
No. I used to do the random website one.
www.agoogleaday.com. It will take you to it's a little. You start off with 500 points, and as you take longer to answer the question,
there's no right way to solve it, but there's only one right answer.
Yeah, and it gives you these things that usually require 2 to 3 Googles to get to, unless you're just, some kind of uber pro that knows, the color of the jersey of the person that.
I'm not a trivia master.
Yeah, it's one of those, but it's
however, I am a Google master.
It's layered trivia. So like it's the sound of the kookaburra in the summer on this one day. It's like you have to Google multiple times, and you only got I don't know, maybe a minute for the whole thing to get any kind of credit for it. I've played a butt ton of this in the past, and I recently went back to a Google a day because I was looking for something that would break my boredom.
Yeah.
And they're a lot harder now, and I think they're a lot harder now because there's a lot more sports questions, and I suck at sports.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of times I could circumvent 1 or 2 of the Googles because I just knew, where Notre Dame, where the Notre Dame Cathedral was.
Yeah.
Versus, where the Notre Dame team is. Sorry, football fans. And I did see Rudy, so stop it. Great movie, by the way.
Oh, I loved Rudy. That was great. That was awesome. I think our producer, I think Che has ditched us.
He fell asleep with Lola. He's passed out. Just
mean.
He had the curry. He drank the beer. He had the curry, and now he's down for the count.
Ah. What do you get to do tomorrow? Anything you want?
Pretend it's Monday.
Pretend.
I guess tomorrow I'm gonna.
It's almost Monday.
It is almost. Tomorrow I'm just gonna have to stain some more wood and suffer the turpentine because it's got to be done.
Dang it, I put so much makeup on my face. Bloody hell. Now I'm getting mascara all over myself.
You turned your white pillows peach.
Well, I was trying to make this less prevalent, which really worked.
Oh, yeah. On camera, I can't.
This just doesn't even exist anymore.
No.
Which is great, and I feel much better.
That's good. Have you gotten any of that looked at or?
No, you joking? I've been asking for a new doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, that'll be about 2.5 weeks."
What?
Look, yeah.
We don't have any of those anymore.
To get a new doctor, it's like 2.5 weeks.
We can recommend a shaman.
We'll email you sometime in the future. Find some crystals or something.
Yeah, we can recommend a shaman. But they're not in your district, so.
Well, I'll grab a crystal to shove up my butt to fix my broken face.
Yeah, you want some rose quartz for that, I think, is the appropriate butt crystal.
I'm concerned about my possible neurological damage. Yeah, you'll probably want weed for that.
Yeah. Yeah, but you can't, can you?
No, I can't. I can't because it's federally illegal for me to take weed right now.
I don't understand why they don't. Well, I do understand. Never mind. You understand. You understand as I understand why they don't fix that because.
Yes. Well, right now they're doing it because of Trump.
You mean Trumpgate?
Obama was this close He was
No,
like,
it's
he was
Trump.
like, you know, all those things about the federally illegal weed? Yeah, you know, why don't you never mind that, and we will continue to pay you.
You know, there's
We love you. We love you because you are veterans. You are important to us, and I do not mind if you take weed. Go ahead. No skin off my black note.
my niece, when she was still in college, she had a group she was associated with. They would pick up and go to some random corner of the world and paint houses, build houses, that
Yeah.
sort of thing, right? And they had a guest speaker at one of their little fundraisers. And the guy was real interesting. And he started out by saying, "Oh, yeah, me and Barry? Yeah. Yeah, we went to school in Hawaii. Yeah, me and Barry were out smoking pot one night." And it just, the story just went on. And I was like, he's talking about Obama. He's talking about Barack Obama. He's like calling him Barry. Me and Barry were out smoking his joint. And I'm like, you know, 30 years ago, that would have killed a presidency, and actually did kill a couple presidencies.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, Clinton got away somehow with going, "Yeah, I smoked it, but I didn't inhale." I was just like, well, okay. So I mean, that just goes to show you.
Paid for nothing.
Yeah, it just goes to show you how much that's changed. But I mean, we're under an administration that's just like, yeah, that stuff doesn't even exist. We're not gonna acknowledge it. Or
Trump went after it with like tooth and claw early on. Tooth and claw.
Yeah, I think it's got too much momentum behind it now.
All this federal mandate about no, you can't do weed. No.
Well, I think
we will prosecute you to the endless nations of the earth.
See, here's the great thing about that thing they call the Constitution. States actually have rights. States can do what they want, and
that's true.
But the federal government.
Yeah, but if a veteran is receiving federal funding,
I know it's problematic.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I kind of feel like there's going to be some.
Oh, there will be a reckoning eventually. I just, I don't know when the battle of the old.
You've never been tested, though, right?
Tested for.
They've never made you pee into a little cup to see if your pee was fluorescent.
Yes, many times.
Since you've been out?
Yes.
Whoa.
I get
seriously
tested. Dude, I have to go and re-up my disability like every 3 to 5 years.
Okay. Well, that gives you,
And every once in a while, they say, "Oh, well, we have to give you a drug test."
That's crazy.
Yeah. At any point, a military official can show up at my door and demand I take a drug test. I don't have to take it.
Yeah, but you forfeit if you don't. Yeah, I know how it works.
It's got my disability, and that's what I survive off of. I'm not going to mess with it. It's not worth it. I still have beer. Beer is all right.
Actually, beer's cheaper. I'm the only reason I'm not into that right now is the cost of doing that business.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't like back in the 80s and 90s. Well, 80s, because I wasn't doing it in the 90s.
Yeah.
But back in the 80s, you could get a lot more for a lot less. And now it's like, a little, like a joint's like, $10, something like that.
Well, we still have a huge oversupply here in Oregon. So here in Oregon is not necessarily a good business. However, demand has gone up in the past 2 months to the point where supply has shrunk a bit.
Yeah,
So
but
Now we're gonna have to start increasing the supply again to meet the demand, and then we're gonna have an oversupply when this whole thing ends. It's still not a good business to get into or invest in.
Yeah.
West Coast.
I guess what I'm saying now is you used to be able to buy, back in the day, you used to be able to buy a nickel bag or a dime bag, and a nickel bag would roll you like 5 joints, but a nickel bag now would barely roll you a single joint. I mean,
I think last time I looked when I was in Corvallis, $16 got you about 5 joints.
Let me see what the.
That was in Corvallis a while ago.
Let me see what the going. Okay. Ounce of weed in San Diego for.
And I don't know what an ounce equals.
Medium
joint.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of joints. But an ounce is going for 147.66 here in San Diego.
147.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a whole ounce.
Yeah, okay, but back in the day, an ounce was like, 30, 40 bucks, if that. It's way more expensive.
We had a marijuana store here. We walked by it and it got shut down.
This wasn't from a store. It was from a friend of a friend of a friend that lived over in the projects.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, there was a lot of, and half of it might have been ragweed. You don't know.
I don't even know if they put prices on. Do they put prices here? No, I guess they don't.
You can Google it. Just type in ounce of weed in place, and it will give you a price. Thank you, Google.
Why not? I was looking for like websites. Yeah, I'm over 21 years of age. For sake.
Oh yeah, that's the other crazy thing is like I can get it delivered to my house right now. But at that price, it's just like I don't want to play. I'll have a beer instead. It's cheaper.
Yeah. Well, dude, just tell me how much it is.
And there's so many different products now too. It's like
freaking boards and blanket. What the crap is this?
We can get cookies or brownies or gummies or.
Oh, now see, I would be interested in edibles.
Yeah.
I would be interested in edibles. I'm not interested in smoking. I can't smoke at all.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
I would be interested in edibles if I could do it legally, but I can't.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is you got to know what you're doing with those because they come in various shapes, sizes, and strengths.
Yeah.
And I've been down that road before too, where it's like, oh my God, I'm so. And that's not a good feeling.
They're doing it by grams here, not ounces.
Well, still, 225.4, 250. I don't remember how many grams are in an ounce.
12.50 for 1 gram.
$12.50?
Yes.
Okay, so there's 28 grams in an ounce. So let's see.
It goes up from there. It goes up to like 21.60 per gram. But that's only at one shop.
Okay. 1250 times 28 point. $354. He's paying $354 an ounce. You're paying twice as much by grams. Nah, that's dirty pool. That's crazy. $354 an ounce.
Average price is $12 per gram.
Yeah, it's and at that price, granted, it's not the same stuff from
Yeah.
1980 something. I've stuck my toe in those waters, and I can tell you, it's like 10 times the potency now, at
Yeah.
least. And so it's maybe it's worth that price, but quite honestly, I don't want to have to meter that crap, you know?
Yeah.
That's like switching from beer to freaking moonshine. Just I don't want to use an eyedropper to meter out, you know, I don't know. But it is definitely a road I'd like to go down. I just can't find it in myself to spend the money, and
Yeah.
I'm also in that kind of weird camp where I'm federally funded, and technically I work for a federally funded institution, so and technically they can test me, but no one ever has in 12 years, so
Well, at least legally now, Congress says I can walk into the shop and I can't be prosecuted for it. So at least I can go use their bathroom, and I'm not taking a risk. I can get arrested.
yeah, just be careful picking up that lollipop on your way out. 'Cause I didn't know, Your Honor.
Little girl, no, thank you.
Those gummy bears were tasty, and I had no idea. Blink, 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 blink.
Some of the much tamer varieties actually might be, advisable for PTSD. It's beer has a decent effect, and I know how much of that I have to buy. So
yeah, I've been very curious about the really high CBD, low THC concoctions that they have out there, but
yeah, even the CBD will pop me on a test. So I can't. I stay away from them.
Yeah, I've been wanting to roll a dice on that, but again, it's the price, the risk, the price.
Is the breaking point, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can pick up a 6-pack of beer, and I know what that's going to do, but I don't know what a 6-pack of CBD is going to do for me.
I know.
Or what it's going to cost me. I mean, they sell it my 7-Eleven right down the street. It just
CBD products. Yeah, I know. CBD is like everywhere here.
Yeah.
You can get it in soap. You can get it in beer. You can
rub it on your knee, stick it up your butt. They have every formulation of CBD imaginable. And I gotta wonder, who's using these products when, CBD suppositories? I have not seen a study on that. I'm sorry.
No, neither have I, and I don't necessarily want to be a subject to one.
No, yeah.
Actually, unless it is actually like a scientifically run study.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of, when you say a scientifically run study, I kind of picture somebody with a pair of forceps and a little suppository, just yeah. And I'm just like, no, God, no, I don't want that. Thank you.
You want to stick what up my vagina?
No. No, that's no.
Can I please see your abstract?
Yeah.
If your abstract is good enough, then maybe.
Well, if your abstract is good enough, it'll just go in on its own, right? But I'm sorry, nobody writes an abstract like that.
No, unless it's for a romance novel. Oh, I think I am gonna go and take a shower and maybe play some games.
Yeah, you guys need to find me a game I can play that's not stupid.
There are so many games out there.
Yeah, I know, and I'm just I want to go look for one. I should actually just go log into my Steam account if I can remember the password, and then see what I've got in my queue.
Yeah, do that.
I'm tired of Hearthstone. It's just
the same thing constantly will drive you absolutely mad. I have a bunch of different ones, and sometimes I feel like something, like really brainless, like my phone game.
I need something that
I
isn't
feel like something
repetitive.
exciting, and sometimes I feel like something violent, and Steam does it all.
Yeah, I need a puzzler, something that's not repetitive. Something that's like I need Zork. That's what I. Maybe I'll go back and play some Infocom games just
Yeah,
because
it's a good
I've
idea.
probably forgotten how to get through the mazes
Yeah,
at this point. I don't know. I need thinker games. Something to occupy my brain.
brainy games are good.
Yeah, well, they keep you from becoming bored and doing stupid things like, I don't know, lighting your garden on fire for kicks or whatever.
Or lacquering tables.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It is a challenge.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Well, tell the barkeep close out your tab.
Uh,
Uh, I'm gonna finish this tankard of Jack and
Jack
the
and
other tankard of Coke.
Jack and Coke.
I've mostly just been drinking the ice. So,
Okay.
catch you guys later.
Talk to you later.
Yep. Good night.